Jesus, my sous chef, says it's time to give you a whole Jesus menu. And so the Jesus menu, I'd already eaten on the Jesus menu. We had one thing in particular. Every Sunday, Jesus would give me Jesus bread and Jesus water. Jesus living water and Jesus bread. And he liked to call it the sacrament, and he still does. So I take the Holy Sacrament. Well, what Jesus told me is that the sacrament is actually a pattern, and that all stuff that goes down my throat can have miraculous, in the metaverse they call it magic. They say, oh, you got your magic. But in the Jesus verse, we like to call them miracles, miracle powers. And so the sacrament of God is on the menu, and what it does, maybe few people realize this. I wish I knew it better. It just takes away all your sins. Like, boom, it's gone. Gone, all your sins. So when you walk out of church, woo, it's like a clean machine. You just got cleaned. And then, of course, before I ever get out of the church, I start getting dirty again. But that's why you keep doing that. And that's there's many different sacraments. Prayer is a sacrament. I won't go down that list of other sacraments, but I will point out, because Jesus is having me point out, the sacrament is just the tip of the iceberg. That there's what are called sacrament approximations. Okay, so they're not the sacrament, but they're approximately the same, correct. That the sacrament on Sunday teaches you something that you could do again and again and again if you chose to. It takes practice. You'd have to get used to different. But a simple thing like a carrot could be eaten in a meaningful, more Jesus way. So when I ate the bread and water, when I did it good, back in the day when I used to go to church. Well, don't you still go to church? Well, yeah, but that was last Sunday. I'm saying that back in that day and the day before, that's what I do. I just do whatever Jesus tells me to do. And I've noticed it doesn't always make sense to people. Like Jesus says in The Chosen, some of these parables will make sense to some, others not. Be patient. Yeah, I like that, Jesus, how you said that. It's like, because a lot of people, the parables you give me to tell people, they're like, yeah, I don't know what he's saying. And they even look at me like they used to look at you. Oh, they still do. Guy's crazy. Well, Guy's my friend. He's my imaginary friend who is real, who's my therapist too, whose name is Jesus. And he's also my sous chef, S-O-U-S. I looked it up. Jesus said, look it up. I think you misspelled sous chef on the part 19. Is it part 19? Was it? Yeah, part 19 script Jesus wrote with me this morning. Sous chef. He's my sous chef approximation. And Jesus happens to know that what I know is that I have a cultural allergy. I am allergic to the cult, the U.S. Antichrist, all is well in Zion, Babylon culture. Correct.